second. I have the high ground.
You underestimate my power.
Don't try it.
What's going on, guys? It's pretty obvious that Call of Duty and Activision is very much trying to make their game as good as possible this year to bring in just as many people so they can get their fat checks this year just like they always do.
All you care about is money. This town deserves a better class of criminal.
It certainly feels like history seems to be repeating itself. Does anyone remember when MW2 2022 came out and the player count declined severely? It felt like there was nothing to do in the game. There wasn't really any weekly quest or anything to do other than just to play the game. And then, of course, the year right after that, they decided to come out with MW3, and it was chock full of stuff to do. Weekly events, just all sorts of things that you could log in and do. And it brought in a lot of people and kept the player count relatively healthy, which is a good thing for Call of Duty. And it certainly seems like there's going to be the same thing happening this year, and we're going to get into that in just a second. But before we do that, make sure you leave a fat like on the video, because we're on our way to 1,000 subscribers, and I'm trying to get all this stuff out to you guys. You know, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join the party. So without further ado, a tweet came out from the prominent leaker Ghost of Hope talking about some, prominent news for Black Ops 7. And he says, exclusive, sources have indicated to me that Black Ops 7 will have more content in its post-launch seasons than MW3 had. The current plan, according to sources, is for Black Ops 7 to have a lot of content in Season 1 through 4 and then taper off, giving Activision time to push Modern Warfare 4 marketing extremely hard. I'm just going to stop there for a moment, but we'll read the rest of that in just a moment. But I just want to kind of digest that first part of the tweet. So it's just the fact that apparently Black Ops 7 is going to have more content than MW3, which is arguably one of the most, well content fed Call of Duties that we've had in a long time. And so if they're planning on making this game have as much as possible, it makes you wonder, did they pull back on the content being added to Black Ops 6 and thus, is the reason why the game kind of felt like it didn't have much to do. There wasn't any of the aftermarket parts that people were requesting, just kind of everything that they were asking for. The entire game was just tone deaf the entire time. People were asking them to fix certain things. Every update was breaking the game, and it just seemed like they didn't really care about the game other than the fact they're like, here's a new bundle, here's a new Black Cell for you to buy, and more stuff. Please give us money. We need more Ferraris for our garage. This ends up feeling like we're just kind of sitting here and getting through another filler kind of game for Call of Duty at this point. It just feels like Black Ops 7 is just kind of like the filler in the waiting period until we get to a new engine for Modern Warfare 4. And apparently, right, we're sitting here, you wonder why they haven't really released much content for Black Ops 6, and it seems like they're just going to be pulling all the stuff back for that game and kind of just like shoving it into the gaps of Black Ops 7. I've kind of explained in my previous videos how the game, kind of feels unfinished. I've already proven in my last video that, some of the animations for the guns in their promotional trailers weren't even finished. There was stuff clipping through the guns when they were firing. There was death animations that looked like they were fucking, photoshopped in or something. I know the trailer is tailored and it's meant to be, a specific instance, but as someone who, edits their own videos and someone who's, well versed in the format of video editing, it's like somebody on the editing room had to sit there and see clipping through that gun and then proceeded to say nothing about it. Or it's the fact they did say something about it and someone of the higher ups decided to go, yeah, fuck it, just throw it out there anyway. I feel really bad for anybody who actually bought Black Ops 6 in any of the formats that probably wasn't Game Pass, right? If you bought Black Ops 6 outside of Game Pass, you probably feel like you're getting robbed this year because that now they're asking you to pay for another $70 or $80 for the game, and all it is going to be including whatever they've got, lined up for this game, plus the stuff from Black Ops 6 that they didn't give you. And so now it feels like they've basically stolen from you, and now they're asking you to pay twice.
The customer is always our bitch.
The tweet from the Ghost of Hope even goes over the fact that Treyarch earlier this year had pulled some of the planned Black Ops 6 post-launch content and has pushed it into the Black Ops 7 so they can repurpose and reskin it. This makes Activision look like a complete idiotic company. How does anyone sit there and see any of this stuff and realize that they're not taking advantage of you at all? Totally not taking advantage of you guys. They just want your credit card. They just want your money. They sit there and then they feel like they can pull content from a full release game, port it over into their next game, and then call it a day like nothing's ever going to fucking happen from it. These are the things that we need to call out. These are the things that I'm willing to call out, because it feels like, you know, there's other people out there that are obviously doing it just as much as I am, but it's like I implore everyone else to go out there and voice your opinions on this. This stuff is awful and it shouldn't be happening in this industry. You should feel like they just robbed you of half the game of Black Ops 6, right? Again, if you paid a full price for Black Ops 6, you should request a refund for the fucking game at this point, because I don't care if you've put 100 hours into the game. I think everyone should mass try to get a refund for Black Ops 6, because they are obviously out here pulling half the fucking game, trying to make sure that they can get more content into Black Ops 7. It's a manipulative, fucking awful practice that they're doing here.
You are a liar, a deceiver. I'll never fall for your tricks again. Never!
And the unfortunate part is that there's probably people out there that are just going to, you know, willy-nilly throw down their money to go out there and buy Black Ops 7 this year, right? I keep trying to implore you guys, you know, don't buy this game. If you want actual, you know, things to change, if you want these companies to actually, you know, care for the fact that, you know, we give them the money to make these games, you should be sitting here not buying this game. And the unfortunate part is that I already know a lot of people are going to buy the game anyway.
Is this seat taken?
The post from Ghost of Hope continues and says that Treyarch and Raven, etc. are being told to leave nothing on the table for Black Ops 7 and Warzone, because the engine upgrade for Modern Warfare 4, which has been told is to be very significant, would require those assets to be heavily reworked. Finish everything and release it before MW4 is the current agenda at Treyarch and the other studios. I don't even know how they're going to plan on doing this, because now that we have kind of a futuristic, you know, title for Black Ops 7, because we're in 2035, they're going to be bringing over all the stuff from Black Ops 6, which is, you know, supposed to be set in the 90s. So now they're having to take all these stuff that they probably already worked on and now repurpose it into new stuff with a futuristic twist on it. I feel like this is going to be the most chalked year for Call of Duty at this point, because now you're having to take all these assets, futuristic them, and then it's causing an issue, because I feel like they're just gonna half-ass the entire thing. If they're willing to half-ass, you know, animations and a big world reveal trailer, if they're willing to half-ass an entire $70 game and then split that over to another game for New Year, if they're willing to fucking half-ass all of these assets into a new game this year and try to reskin them without making it look like fucking trash, then I am telling you that Black Ops 7 is going to be, even with all the content that they're claiming to be, you know, more content than MW3, I think it's going to be the most shallow fucking content drops we will ever see. It's going to be like little charms for a week. It's going to be skins for the week, and they're all going to be heavily animated and super anime waifu garbage. And then on top of that, they're gonna have a Black Cell Battle Pass. On top of that, they're gonna have a fucking store filled with $20 to $30 skins. On top of that, they're gonna have their normal battle pass. On top of that, they're gonna have events with event battle passes. It's just more and more stuff piled on top of each other to get you to pay fucking money to Activision. That's all they care about. They do not care about giving you a proper product. They care about you opening your damn wallet and paying them more fucking money. I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear you guys down in the comments below. Do you think it's okay for them to take the existing content from Black Ops 6, porting it over into Black Ops 7, and then claiming they have as much, you know, the most content in any Call of Duty ever, when you just stripped half of it from the previous game, right? I really do want to know what you guys are saying. You know, go down in the comments. I'll be down there to discuss with you as well. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like and leave a comment. Obviously, I've already said that, but, you know, I really do want to hear what you guys have to say. Don't let these guys fool you. I hope you guys have a good day, and yeah, see you guys later. Bye.